But I guess physics, no, can't be funny. But
Yeah, physics can be funny. Yeah.
how so?
Um,
Exactly my point. What the fuck is happening?
Hello, my name is Floyd,
My name is David,
and we are the men who know things.
but don't.
Welcome to our show.
We want to welcome you all. If you're new to the show, please, we really want you to subscribe and to remember to hit that notification bell so you can see our new episodes coming up. But make sure that you know where the button is, unless you've been living on a rock for like, I don't know, 15 years.
Yeah. Thank you. That was pretty good. I love this introduction.
Thank you.
Yeah, and every episode will be um, uploaded on Spotify every Sunday and on YouTube every Monday.
What he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm doing it.
He-
I'm doing the edit.
You're the technician guy here,
Yeah.
and out of the two of us, I've just been promoting our shit to the Latvians. So
Yeah. You can do that in the entire world. You know, it's gonna be good.
just right now, the Latvians is
And we go country by country, and then you go down.
just
What is after Latvia? Lithuania.
Yeah, I knew.
Sorry for them. Sorry for
I
those
knew
who
that.
like. Yeah. And after Lithuania, I mean lower.
It's in Poland.
Yeah, lower. I don't mean that. Okay, just like on the map.
Yeah.
And after Poland,
I don't know Europe. I really don't know Europe.
but yeah, you said previously that you have been traveling a lot in Europe, so you should know.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
And we are the men who know things.
But I don't.
Yeah. So after Poland, it's Germany,
Ah,
and after Germany,
I thought it was Romania. We're going
no,
down south,
Romania. No, Romania is more in the east.
east.
Yeah. And after Germany, it's Netherlands, where
Right,
your
well,
ancestors came from.
we're going that
No,
way.
yeah, Germany is a huge country.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and under there, that is touching Germany, there is Netherlands, Luxembourg, also Switzerland and Belgium,
Yeah, I just use Google
and even France, if I remember.
if I need help. I just go there.
Yeah, that's just something that I've been discussing with my wife quite often, and I don't want to use the GPS that much because you just lose your orientation skills. You don't spot the stuff all around. Do you have this kind of situation when you're in a car and you just don't remember where you came, or because you use the GPS too much?
Uh, not with Finland. Not here.
Why? What is the difference with another country?
Well, USA, there's like 10 billion roads, so you like need GPS.
Yeah, but I mean in your area, in your neighborhood.
I'm good. Remember everything with the GPS
So you
and
don't use the GPS?
I don't need to, no.
Hmm.
The only time I use GPS is to find where I'm going for work. So,
Yeah, I'm using the GPS every day, but just to be sure that there is no crash ahead,
yeah.
and just like when the GPS can route me in another way.
What's crazy about GPS is like, how does that shit track you? Like, of course, like the phones track you and everything, and basically we are giving permission for Google to follow us wherever we go. And actually, I don't know if you know this about GPS, the whole like traffic shit. It's because Google is monitoring how many phones are congested in that area with their app of GPS on the phone. That's how they know how many cars are in such an area. And actually, there was this news article that this guy wanted to make it so that the downtown to be empty. So he grabbed a bunch of phones, like 100 phones, and put them in a wagon, and he started wagging them down the streets, the main streets of the city. And so when you went on Google Maps, it looked like the street was congested. And actually there was no cars there because it's just a guy with a wagon with 100 phones just all having Google GPS.
What a
Just
troll!
what a troll.
Come on. We should do that.
Yeah,
You should do that with your friend when you go in like you go in the crew and you go on the street. You just put the GPS on the sidewalk. You know.
yeah. I mean, just grab a bunch of phones and old phones and just go. Oh man, my street is so congested. Don't ever come here.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
my street is so congested. Oh my God, there is a manifestation outside. Let's stay home.
But yeah, it's crazy that we allow that to happen. It's just like the technology, and then like
Do
self-driving
you care?
cars. Do I care
Do you care? Yes.
that Google monitors me?
Yes.
Uh, to some degree,
You
a
know,
little
we
bit.
were talking about last time that you you don't care, like when people said, I mean, when there is a problem, no problem on internet when you have to collect the data and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you have to accept it for the data shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
people
yeah.
were complaining because it's like, oh, they're gonna steal my data and my identity. And yeah, but it's not FBI. It's just like to sell to advertisers.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess Google though is just like a big conglomerate company, you know, and I don't know. I just find those companies evil, like Big Pharma and Google and shit like that. I mean, they've been always evil since forever.
I really love when Google send me a notification. That, yeah, you remember 2 years ago you were traveling in that street? I said, oh, great, I remember now. Now and just click and I can see all my fucking like all the travel I've made for the year. I say, wow. Like last year I visited like 75 cities and 5 countries and
Well,
I can see like 100,000 of kilometers I've been traveling. It's just nuts and I love it. And I love that actually Google knows when I like.
yeah,
It's because that's the cookie stuff, you know.
yeah,
When you click on the cookies and they just grab all the data from your computer or your phone and they give you what you're looking for.
yeah.
Not especially because you talk out loud and the Google speakers get your not the speakers but the microphone get your voice and says, "Oh, I was talking about getting my roof fixed," and then oh, there is advertisement with the roofers. Okay. Yeah. But I really love that, and I think that technology would be the best for our civilization for the future. And I just truly believe that uh, the Elon Musk Neuralink would actually help. But that's yeah. I know that there is a lot of people that just really against that to have this chip in the head, be able to control everything.
Yeah, it seems kind of crazy to an idea of putting some sort of chip or
Yeah,
some sort of micro thing inside your body and using that for credit card and opening doors and maybe even your house lights and things like that. It just seems so sci-fi and bizarre to me
yeah.
that I would not approve of that, to be
Just
honest
just
with you.
just now not get your level to your grandparents during the 40s or the 30s and
It's like the
tell them
Twilight Zone.
I never saw
Oh,
that movie. You're talking about the movie, about the book or
it's a TV show from USA.
yeah, yeah, no.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, it's an old classic. It's called The Twilight Zone, and they took like these sci-fi crazy things.
Okay, I heard that few times and I thought they
Yeah.
were talking about the book or the
You
the
mean
the
Twilight series
yeah,
with the vampires and
yeah, I thought they
okay.
were talking about that.
No,
Now
no.
I got lost.
Yeah, no.
But just back what I was saying, like just remember that now you think about the future, you feel it's a bit too much sci-fi and get back in 30s or in 40s and show an iPhone to your grandparents. They will lose their shit.
Oh,
And they will say that you know that you can actually uh, you can see and watch everything you want from internet
yeah,
from this little device
yeah,
in something that they don't even know. The TV was just like barely
yeah,
there.
yeah. So I got a good story about that. So my grandpa, uh, he has since passed away. God bless his soul. Uh, he like was always interested in like the new technology and stuff coming out. And my brother got a new phone, and it was like, I believe he got an iPhone at the time. And my grandpa's like, what is that? What you got there?" And my brother's like, "Oh, I got this cool iPhone or something like or Android or something like this." And my grandpa's like, "What can you do with that? What can you actually do?" And my brother's like, Gramps, you can see as many tits as you want." And my grandpa goes, "What? You can see all types of tits on that thing?" My brother's like, "Oh yeah, Gramps, here, let me show you." And so my brother started picking up pictures of topless girls from all over the world to my grandpa. And my grandpa's like, "Oh my goodness, this is amazing." Okay. It was just so funny because my grandpa just like never could imagine that in your hand you could hold, you know, as many titties as you wanted in your
And what a resolution.
what resolution.
Yeah, yeah,
And so it was a really cathartic moment for my grandfather to recognize that these phones and devices, the sole purpose of the internet is for porn. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. That's why Alexa is not really like the main device that people use now.
Yeah,
You can show porn there.
yeah.
Alexa, show me porn. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't show you porn.
And it's just crazy because like I don't know if have you ever heard that song? The internet is for porn.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, it's a good classic song. It's from like a long time ago, and it's like these two Muppets, and they go, "The internet is for porn." No, it's not. The internet is for porn. Yes, it is. And it goes like this.
And there we go, the copyright.
Oh yeah, right.
No,
Oopsie.
no, no with that. No, that's okay.
I'm a
You're a
horrible singer.
terrible
I'm
singer,
a
so it's
terrible
okay.
singer. So there's no way, no
And
way I could get copyright for that.
YouTube will say, nah, that's okay.
But yeah, it's just funny that if you really think about it, like the internet is mainly for two things: to track you and sell your data, and for porn. There really isn't anything else. Like if you think about social media, you're putting all your shit out there for third parties and data to sell it for you. You're using passwords, you're putting your birthday, you're putting your social security, you're putting stuff for job interviews that you're telling about. You're putting all private information, using your banking through there, using everything possible. That's why people know you without knowing you. I could I
Yeah,
could hack your fucking computer and I could find out everything about I could find your address, I could find every little thing.
yeah.
And this is what 4chan has
And
done.
that's
This
why
is what
you go to prison for that.
well, yeah, you go to prison, but if there's a huge enough group that they all can't go to prison,
Yeah,
then
100%.
yeah, then you're fucked. You can get stalked really badly, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
been cases like that. And so,
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to like stop going to social media. Like really, I'm just I'm just like upset to see all the time the same stuff all the time, and it's going worse and worse and worse. That now there is people sharing those pictures from. I'm not saying that it's bad thing to share somebody who actually disappeared, but please click on the link first and get back to the source of of the picture and to read the comment if this person has been found or not, because you're like oh my god, and then you have this it's crowded on the same page that somebody has been lost or somebody disappeared, and
or
with
says some celebrity died.
yeah, you just click on the picture to find the source, and then you
Too.
just figure out that oh, this person has been found like 2 weeks ago.
What's scary is the new AI technology that's doing the fake videos, and how, oh my God, that's getting so scary in the world today. It's like you're looking at stuff and you're wondering, is this actually true? Is this real?
Yeah, you
Because now
can
you don't know.
you can still spot it.
You can still spot it, but it's getting better and better.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's getting better and better every single like month, and it's just crazy. And then you got those, teens like doing those dumb dances, like
On TikTok.
on TikTok and
Yeah,
everything, and
yeah. But
it's just
TikTok
like,
has a really, really nice algorithm that if you watch the video and it's passing in a loop, then it will automatically give you something like that. So if you just swipe that dancing stuff, and there is another dance, and you swipe. The algorithm will directly get that you're not interested. But if you leave it for a loop, just like what the stupid people are dancing like that. Oh, look, this girl is like not even, it's not supposed to be there. It's
Yeah.
too young, and she's dancing, and then sh the algorithm will actually catch your like you have attention of it, and will give you more of that. So the first time I've been on TikTok, I was like, what the fuck? People always, it was dancing, lip sync, bad lip sync actually. That was really bad. And also some bad pranks that I just like, I don't like it. And I was like for few minutes swiping and said, I don't what the fuck is TikTok? Then a couple days after, I opened TikTok again, and the algorithm like give me something that I was interested in, like history or geography or I don't know, some other clips than from YouTubers and I like, or yeah, and actually okay, now it's good. So I have few accounts on my TikTok, one for porn, one for one for history, one for geography, and I don't mess. You don't mess with that, you know?
No, no.
Yeah,
You have to have your order set
yeah, you have to.
because if you mix them up,
Yeah.
you
But then
you're in big
you
trouble.
actually it's not the moment that you want to watch porn. So you just like you swipe porn and say, oh shit, and then it doesn't give you porn anymore. So you're like, shit. So
Yeah.
you have to look for and then get no, just of course
It
I'm joking.
it sounds like you have a very elaborate system going on there, Floyd.
It's normal way.
Normal way nowadays.
Yeah.
Probably for us old folks, I don't know how the tweens
I
are
don't
doing.
know.
Yeah, these
I
days.
I don't know. Just TikTok is not my cup of tea. Uh, I'm a YouTube guy. I watch everything I want on YouTube.
Yeah.
I have like thousands of subscriptions and it's not like I'm watching every time I have a mood, but usually I'm watching everything that is every day, 20 videos.
Yeah.
Could be for anything.
And it's just like you have to like think about like, you know, when we were growing up, YouTube was just getting into the horizon of existing. Like when I remember the first time I watched YouTube or even heard about it, I was in middle school. It was after a basketball practice,
I
and
think
we
it was
all
2006, 2008.
it had to be middle school would have been 2005.
Ouais, probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
like way in the beginning, like right when YouTube first got on the horizon. And I just remember we had a basketball practice and I get off we get like we had to wait for the eighth graders to finish. So I'm in seventh grade. So we had to wait for the eighth graders, and as we're waiting, some kid was like, "Oh, I heard this new website. It's called YouTube. You want to check it out?" And the first thing as us seventh graders did was we
Looking
went
porn.
looking for porn. We're like,
And it was
what,
on YouTube.
what,
Yeah.
what can we find? What naked tits and shit? And this was in school. Okay, this was in the school. So the sensors in the school were not working yet for YouTube because
Yeah.
they didn't know it existed. So we're like all looking at, and we had actually stuck on this video. It was the beginning of a porn movie of two Asians girls. And so the scene was these Asian girls like kissing each other and stuff, but it just stopped right before like the nudity happened. So
Yeah.
as seventh graders were just like anticipating, yes, yes, we finally got it. We finally found a video that we can watch. And then it just ended, and we're like, oh, okay, this is just a regular website. We were all disappointed. And then we started then we stopped looking for porn, and then we started looking for like the panda sneezing and the
Yeah. The
original
first,
YouTube.
yeah,
They had the first
the
stuff,
first like
chocolate rain and all that stuff. And I just remember,
Maya.
yeah, yeah, and all those first videos on YouTube and stuff. And the glory days of those times,
And
when
you
you
know that
first met
before
them.
YouTube, I think Dailymotion was there before.
What
Dailymotion.
what is that?
It's
Oh, Daily Motion.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, my pronunciation was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Dailymotion.
Daily Motion.
Dailymotion.
Yeah, there you go.
Dailymotion.
No,
Yeah, the same. Dailymotion.
Daily
Daily.
Motion. You're saying Bailey or
No, it
Bali
isn't
or
Daily Motion. It's Daily Motion.
Daily.
Daily.
There you go.
Daily Motion.
There you go. Now you got it.
Daily Motion.
Yes.
Fuck you. You got it?
You got it.
Yeah, so before YouTube, there was Daily Motion.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. And it was actually exactly the same on YouTube. And YouTube like took over completely. This I think Dailymotion is still active right now, and some people are going back to Dailymotion because they YouTube been censoring so much. But what they do is like they come back because no one cares about Dailymotion.
Yeah, since YouTube censors so much, let me just add and then we can get censored.
And what did you do?
That was
Blank.
that was the joke.
Oh,
Like I don't say it.
okay.
So I mean, do you want me to say it?
No,
You
no,
have to be okay. Okay, let's just add vaccines and
that's okay.
gender identity.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also political standpoints.
Whatever you want.
And we can do all those things at once.
We don't have to.
And so we can get censored by YouTube.
We don't have. No, we don't.
Or I can just say and and
And and do you know this website called Rotten?
yeah, I know about rotten.
You okay? That was one of the first stuff that we when I was young, I was watching with my friends like during the night.
Yeah.
It was pretty gross. All the car accident and people like burned, or it was freaking crazy. I don't know if it's still on this website, but
It's probably not. And actually there is a website just like that. It is called crazyshit.com. If you go to crazyshit.com, you will find crazy shit.
yeah,
And you will find
it's no sense.
crash accidents. You will find interesting porn action, and you will find crazy stuff there.
Yeah.
I I I tell the little no, sorry. uh, so yeah, I would suggest if you guys are if anybody's out there that's squeamish or has problems with anything that it can cause trauma to you, please do not, absolutely do not go to crazyshit.com. And also, if you do go, make sure you do not click on certain videos because you might get a virus,
Oh,
possibly,
okay. Yeah. Okay.
potentially.
Yeah.
Some videos have them, not all, but some. So you got to be careful. But yeah, it's a yeah. I used because like situations in life where there was like a big event, like the New Zealand shooter who did that with the church, the Christ Church. Okay, there was a guy in New Zealand. He a couple years back, and he videotaped himself shooting up a mosque in New Zealand,
Mm,
and
maybe I heard it.
yeah, yeah, and he killed like I think he like killed like 50 people or something like that, some horrible thing, and that was a big tragedy. But anyways, that video that he did was pretty much, of course, banned everywhere. Like you couldn't find it, but crazyshit.com actually had that video for a bit before it became illegal. So I don't know why. I just wanted to see it. You know,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
saw that.
I don't know. I have the same story, and I will. It's was I was probably 18, so like 22 years ago already. Shout out to Benoit and Thierry. If you watch the video one day, we were in my friend's place, Thierry, and there was only one computer for the family in his parents' place. So we were downstairs, and we were in his bedroom playing Xbox, and then when the parents went uh, back up in the room in their bedroom, and we went down sneakily, and we're watching this crazy shit stuff, and we saw somebody get like alive. and that shocked me so much. Then I became pale, and I said, I'm going to puke. That I saw everything. It was not like a movie. It was not uh, like CGI. It was real shit. A real journalist in somewhere over there get completely chopped off. And I was not, because like you said, you should beware what you click. We
Yeah,
were watching those skaters getting face plant, and we were laughing, and you can see the face of the guy, like bloody face without teeth, because the guy was just like face plant at 40 kilometers per hour on the ramp, or get hit by a car. We were just laughing, stupid guys. They don't die, they don't die. And now we click on something, and my friend was actually watching again and again. He was quite interested, and I was even more shocked by the fact that he was watching again and again. And I said, "Why?" He said, "That's crazy. It looks like fake." Yeah, but it is not fake. And this day was the last time I watched that, and I think
yeah,
it was on Rotten,
yeah,
because Rotten was like pretty hardcore.
yeah. It was just really hardcore,
And
and it's crazy that you can even find that hardcore on the regular website without going to the dark web. Like,
I don't even know if dark web was actually like a real thing back in the days.
yeah.
I don't even know that.
I mean, I have the first time I even heard about the dark web was when I was in college in 2010. Was like the first time I even got like introduced to it, and and then I heard about like you have to do Tor and Onion and all that type of stuff to get on it. And I was just so scared to even touch it because I was like, I'm knowing I'm gonna click on something I'm not supposed to click on, and I'm gonna have the FBI at my door in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2 seconds.
But that's
So
yeah,
it's like, and then I heard there's, a bunch of bad stuff there, and I was like, is there any good stuff there? And they're like, "Well, you could look up conspiracy stuff." And I was like, okay, that's what I'm interested in. That I would be interested in. And then I was like, but you have to go through all the dicks and everything first. And I was like, maybe I don't want to go through that forest and like,
yeah.
searching through just to find like a little bit of
I never been on a
peace.
dark web, and I
Yeah.
would never, probably
I
never.
I've only been there once with a group of friends, and it wasn't anything spectacular. The internet looks ridiculous. It's just like an HTML line of
Yeah.
stuff that you just click and that's it. So it's like you're literally just
Nothing is enhanced.
yeah, you're just literally clicking links to go. You just
Yeah.
follow
You need
wherever it
to
takes it.
yeah, you need to know where you go. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can click on something and then boom, somebody cracks you. It
Yeah, but
doesn't
that's
know
the
anything.
stories that everybody is talking about. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, somebody went to the dark web, and then 5 minutes after, there's somebody knocking at the door.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're in Halloween season.
yeah. And then the guy says, you shouldn't be on the dark web. So the guy get scared, and he was he was going outside, and the guy was chasing him, and he was yelling, "You shouldn't be on the dark web." No, just made a story, but yeah, it's like those kind of fake stories. Like, if you go to dark web, somebody will knock at your door all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because of course in your neighborhood there is at least one guy waiting that you are going to the dark web, and then he's,
Maybe.
oh my God, he's my neighbor. I will go in this door, and I say, you shouldn't be on the dark web. No, that's just bullshit.
You never know which guy is around the corner.
Yeah, but that's American mentality, that believe that all the shit is coming from America.
Says from a Belgium.
Yeah,
We don't
we
know
don't know.
America.
No, I mean, no, I mean, it's always
Go
saying
on.
that it's from America, because everybody believes that in America and there's a crazy shit happening, the craziest ever.
Like what?
I don't know. I'm an American inside me, so I don't care. People are talking about shit about Americans. Say, you don't know shit about them. You don't know. Yeah, but America, they don't have a health system. Yeah, yeah, they have it. Yeah, but in America, they don't have that. Yeah, they have it. It's different, but they have it. Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course.
but in America, they have that. They can sell guns and blah, blah, and they have Trump. No, you don't know shit. You don't know shit yet. No, I'm not against America. Never. I'm for America.
Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I like. I mean, yeah.
yeah. Segway. I mean, I love the fact that people are patriotic and they love their country.
Oh, they love their country.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
I love
sure,
it. I
for
love
sure.
it.
They, I think America loves their country maybe a little bit too much, but they love their country. That's
Yeah,
one thing. That's one thing you cannot deny. America's number one in loving themselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I believe also that there is one thing that they should change is the way they believe of themselves. That's okay. I don't care. You want to believe about your rights and your politics is the best and you want to do in that way, do it that way.
America, fuck yeah.
But you have to understand what is the world. And when you say that,
The world is our taking. You know, we take Afghanistan, Vietnam, Iraq. Should I go on? Hawaii, Alaska. Yes, do I continue? We have Germany bases. We now have Finland. We have France. We have,
when you have a base
yeah,
there,
we have a
you
base in
don't
Germany.
taking over.
Well, we could
Yeah,
if we wanted to.
yeah.
I mean, it's America.
You-
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Let's be the new British colonizing everybody to America.
yeah. The who started first
Who started what?
to colonize the world?
I don't know.
Was it like Turkey, the
You mean
Ottoman?
you mean the Ottoman?
Yeah,
Yeah,
China,
Rome.
Rome, Europe, maybe the world. I don't know. I know that they
There's
were
been
like
so many like different empires. I mean, Mongolia took over the biggest
probably
empire.
probably 85% of the
Yeah,
complete globe. But
yeah, with
America is not that door.
Genghis Khan,
Yeah,
Genghis Khan, you know about Genghis Khan?
yeah, I
He
know.
would go through and like rape, kill, pillage. He had sex with so many women that like a huge percent of the population to this day has his DNA. Like a humongous population has his DNA because actually there was saying that he would like fuck like 50 women in a day. Just fuck them. And like what a life.
Yeah.
What a life that would be. You know, you could just as many women as you so choose and go and pillage and
I don't
kill.
know. I love football. I love play sports. I don't want to have sex 50 times with different women per day. Well, what is your timing? What is your schedule, man?
Oh, you just do it for a day, like a
So,
whole day.
so like every 20 minutes you have one
Yeah.
girl and then you sleep 5 hours.
No, 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 no. You just have one girl and then you wait maybe like 10 minutes or so and have another girl and then wait 10 minutes or so.
Hey, you do that. That's your life.
Yeah,
Cool.
it would be nice.
No, it wouldn't be.
I mean, for a day or two, yeah. I'm not saying for life. I'm just saying, like, if you could have one day where you could 50 women without any problem.
Not interested.
Okay.
Not interested.
Surprised by that.
What?
What?
You don't believe I'm a fuck machine?
I don't know what you are. You tell me.
No, 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 no. I'm not impressed.
No, no. I
If
know.
you tell me that if one day in my life I'll be able to drive 50 different cars, like interesting cars,
Yeah.
um, like the cars that I really want to drive once in my life, that I would be, yeah, really interested.
Okay.
That's something that I can do
Why?
because I'm maybe more interested about spending time in the cars than fucking girls.
But in my opinion, they're the one and the same. You get a thrill for driving cars.
Hmm.
Wouldn't a guy get a thrill for fucking 50
Yeah,
women?
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it's the same thrill.
I mean, driving cars, like you can go to a point A to a point B
Well, those are point A and point B in the same.
with a girl.
Yeah.
You stay in the same place.
You're in the same place, but the beginning and the end is totally different.
You're just getting late.
But the beginning and the end is totally different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. That the beginning, the
I
end
mean,
already. Yeah. But after,
in the
wait,
beginning,
wait, 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 wait. Hold
do I
on.
need
Yeah,
do I need to go
wait,
into
wait.
more detail?
Time out, time out. How many times can you actually make love
Okay,
in a row? I mean,
in a row.
as a man, I can say that probably we cannot go more than five.
It's like 3 times
Yeah,
average.
if you go five, you already like
If you can manage.
without any blue pill. No, I mean like
Yeah.
naturally.
If you can if you have the good genes, you can do it at least three
If you
times.
put young too, I mean, yeah, there is plenty of
Yeah, young too. And
yeah,
testosterone. You have to have
yeah,
enough testosterone.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, normally like after the third time you definitely need a break. So you need a cool down period.
Yeah, you need to like sleep over,
No, no.
have a breakfast, go work, go back, and then you can go again.
Oh, you need a long break. Oh, I
After
don't need
three times, yeah, probably.
I don't need that long break.
Yeah,
This is my personal.
maybe because you're young girls.
Well, you're an yeah, well,
Mm.
young bucks. Wait,
Let's talk about in 7 years.
Viagra, here I come.
This episode is sponsored by. No, we don't have sponsor yet. Nobody's listened to
No,
us.
nobody listened to us.
Hey, shout out to our Latvians friends.
Oh, yes. Hello, Latvians
Yeah,
out there. Yes.
we checked the studies, the analytics, and I have 35% of the listeners coming from Latvia.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I believe you're part of this.
I am the culprit of that
Yeah,
whole reason is there's this the Latvians have been listening to us and they have been giving us good feedback. So
cool. Thank
they're
you,
enjoying our
thank you.
conversations and it's been nice, you know.
Yeah, that's great with the Nordic countries. I mean, I'm Nordics, but with the north part of Europe, because I just shared my stuff also in my friends, and the first guy says, "Fuck man, it's all in English." Sorry. Yeah, I thought you were good in English. He said, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good in English, but at reading and writing, not listening." I say, "Okay, are you watching on YouTube?" Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the Latvians, I forgot. I was supposed to do a specific shout out. What's her name? Oh yeah, Anna. So shout out to you, Anna from Latvia. Hopefully you're watching, and she wanted me to do that
Cool, cool. Anna, don't forget to hit the like button,
and
please.
subscribe. She's gonna ban now, but that's okay.
Cool. Yeah, you have any other countries that you can share with us for the podcast?
Why would I?
I don't know. You said no, no. You said that you have a Latvians friends, but you have any other countries? Spread the word about the podcast in the world.
Well, I was just thinking like Finland and Latvia is already like what? If you add them together, like 9 million people, that's enough, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I share the podcast in Belgium. We are 11.5 million, so I beat you. And then you said I have America. So
That's
yeah,
300 million.
no, not everybody will listen to us.
I hope not.
Yeah, and you know that on the analytics we can actually we can check at what part they actually stop listening or stop watching,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's this depressing.
It's always depressing.
You don't have to watch that because it's totally and completely depressing when you
Or
see that
see,
people are watching like 3 minutes and then they don't watch more.
yeah,
But as the normal average of listeners, they are 3 minutes. It could be 3 minutes now and 3 minutes tomorrow, and then it's the same. That's the problem with analytics, and it's actually depressing when you
yeah,
see that.
yeah.
But it is what it is, and you like it, you can stay with us. If you don't like it, then you can just like move on to another podcast or It's no problem. There is millions of podcasts, and we know that we do
Yeah,
exactly the same that thousands of other people, but we do it because we like it.
I like listening to my own voice. It's a
Actually, actually, I can tell.
I enjoy it.
I enjoy it too. It's weird because
It is weird.
the first time you listen to my fucking French accent, I'm like, oh my God, I need to practice a little bit more. Oh, I need to articulate a little bit more. Oh my God, I didn't pronounce that word correctly. Daily,
Daily.
daily.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still have plenty of pronunciation problem. I work on it. Uh, but
You
it's
better.
actually my French accent is not strong.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that because I'm forcing myself to don't have this French accent that I don't like it. So it's really hard for me to try to remember the words, try to remember the vocabularies and all the grammatical sentences and all the shit, and then articulate and get the fucking emphasis all the time in the right position. Because this is the word stuff that the French guy would say. They don't care about the emphasis. They don't at all. They don't. They're speaking like monotone when you go in France and the captain is speaking, and I never understand anything. Of course, nobody understand any captain. But, I mean, the French accent when
I
the
just don't fly Air France.
mm,
They're the worst. They are just the worst. I never again. Never again.
here we go again.
Never again. I went on Air France to fly from USA to Finland, and so I was going. I don't remember where. I think I was going into Paris or something like that. And I get on the plane, and we are. I sit. I'm sitting in the seat. Now this is the flight from Europe to USA. So we're going over the Atlantic Ocean towards New York, I think at the time. It was from like Paris to New
To
York.
Paris, okay.
Yeah, and I was coming from Finland. And I get on the plane, and this plane was old as fuck. They still had the cigarettes thing spots where you could put the cigarettes, the cigarette shit, and they still had these little tiny screens, like literally this big. This big was your screen. That was it. And so that was on the chair, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting where nobody is telling us anything. 2 hours later, we're sitting on the plane for 2 hours, not taking off. Nobody, no stewardess, no pilot, nobody's saying anything to us. Nobody speaks English. I'm like, what is going on here?
When
And
was that? Sorry. When was it?
this would have been,
25 years ago?
no,
Come on.
it was 2000 and I would say it had to be 2012, I think.
Okay,
11, 12,
like
somewhere around there.
12 years ago. 12 years
Yeah,
ago.
12 years
Okay,
ago. Yeah, yeah.
12 years ago.
And never
Okay,
again.
I will.
I'm not done with my story, by the way. Go on.
Sorry. Go on. No.
Yeah.
I go.
So, anyways, I go to sit down. I'm like
Try to remember what I have to say. Go ahead.
sitting down in my seat. My seat comes off. It just pops off. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like moving my seat and like I could take my seat and I could hold it. And I'm like holding my seat. And I go up to the stewardess and I'm like, hello? And she's like speaking French to me, me. And I was like, I don't know what you're saying, but this is my seat. Can you fix it? And so she takes it and starts jamming the seat down like like this. That's what the stewardess is doing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she's like trying to get it, and then she's like, and she lifts her hands up and then just storms away. And my seat's still broken. She doesn't say anything to me. And then there's these two Americans that were sitting like right next to me, and they looked at me like, "The what the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck is? I guess I sit on a broken seat. I don't know." So I just sat down.
And then the captain is coming like, please stay seated
Yeah,
and buckle up.
pretty much. Yeah. And then they're like, "Okay, everybody sit down." And I was like, "Hello, my seat is broken." And then they just ignored me. They fucking ignored me. And I was like, "Okay." So then I sit down and I put the seatbelt on. And as we're getting back and the plane is flying, I start talking to the guy next to me. Now, the guy, have you seen the movie Me, Myself, and Irene?
Yeah, with Jim Carrey.
with Jim Carrey. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So there's a guy called Whitey in that movie. His name's Whitey.
I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
I remember the movie,
Yeah, if you
but
guys look him up, his name's Whitey, I believe. And the guy that was sitting next to me looked just like this character. He had the big glasses and he had the same type of weird like talking. Like he would be like I don't know. It was just he was this bizarre person, and it turned out that he was just very awkward. And so not only did I have a broken seat, a shitty screen that didn't work, and the plane felt like it was about to just fall out of the sky at any moment. Then I had this guy sitting next to me who was creepy as fuck, just talking to me about how that he doesn't eat pig because he's Islamic and things like this, and I'm like, get me the hell out of this hell, please. I
and
was-
then you look the time. It's like 8 hours left.
yes, pretty much. And so the whole like I kid you not, that plane ride was the worst plane ride of my life. I hated it, and I was like, I'm never, ever, ever flying Air France again. And since that point, I never flew with them.
Yeah.
Never, never
Okay, so
again.
I have to clarify one thing. Okay, the cigarette ashtrays.
Yeah.
Okay, they are there and
Why?
they are still there. Even the newest planes, they are there because people are stupid enough to go to the toilet and to smoke. So as long as it's still stupid people and cigarettes are still in sale somewhere, they have to catch the guy and they have to, you know,
But where are they putting these cigarettes? They check the bags. Are they sticking them up their butts or something?
no cigarettes are allowed.
Oh,
I mean, you can travel with cigarettes.
you can travel with
Yeah,
cigarettes.
of course, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But there is still stupid people. They go in the toilet and they smoke. And when they catch it,
But wait a second. But wouldn't be cigarettes considered to be like a fire hazard? You think?
up no, not much than a clothes, for example.
I guess. Yeah.
So no cigarette,
But
no.
you need a lighter.
Yeah, but cigarette they don't light up. They don't light up if you don't uh, inhale in the same time that you light up.
Yeah.
And then if you don't do it, then the cigarette you can just like try to light up a cigarette just with your fingers. It will never go. So you need to like not trigger, but I don't know. It's like you need
But
to pump the let me breathe the air through the cigarette, and then it ignites. It ignites the fire, and then you start to smoke, and then the cigarette start to smoke because there is the paper, and on the paper there is some kind of um, trigger stuff circling around. But if you don't do it, you will never start a cigarette like that.
yeah.
So it's not really a problem.
Oh, nowadays it's vaping.
And no, and the problem is there's no like not everybody is smoking. But yeah,
Yeah.
the main concern now in the planes is the batteries from the phones or the power banks, that you can carry with you, small power banks,
Yeah.
and those kind of stuff can actually getting a really get get fired, like exploding or imploding or anything. So they have a safe in the planes, and if you have a problem, that's what they say in the speakers. If you have any problem with your phone or it's overrating or something like that, just mention it directly. They take it, they put it in the safe, they close the safe, and they just wait. That's it. To avoid because the chemicals inside the batteries are freaking bad, so bad that everybody can actually pass out completely because of the vapes coming out of the battery. Just your freaking phone. If
Yeah.
you just take your phone and you want to like fucked up the plane, I don't recommend to do it. But
Yeah. Tell
you
everybody how to
you
do it.
take you take you take your phone and you
Uh-huh.
you smash it on the corner of the seat. You break the battery and
Yeah.
that's it. I don't think that will work because there is
Do you know that those oxygen masks only give you like 15 minutes to breathe?
yeah,
Yeah.
because after that you die anyway.
Yeah. The if the plane loses pressure and those masks fall, you most likely, unless the pilot is able to go down to certain
Yeah.
pressure, you will die.
Yeah.
And actually, there has been cases where uh, they the plane has like had depressured. Pilots didn't recognize that it depressured like fully, and so they have the whole oxygen tank. So they did that, but they weren't thinking of their passengers. They were thinking about saving the plane. So they focused on saving the plane, and by the time they realized, oh shit, we've been up in this pressure area too high, we needed to go lower. It was too late. Everybody died, and the only people that survived was the two pilots because they had the oxygen tanks.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Mm,
because
yeah.
they ran out of oxygen, and everybody, you fall asleep and you don't wake up. So
Yeah.
I don't want to scare people,
No, no,
you
no,
know,
no,
you
no.
know,
I'm
it's
not.
just true stories.
Um, yeah. I cannot recommend more to take the plane. I'm not talking about statistics. Everybody knows that blah blah blah. It's less dangerous in the
Yeah,
car. But I have a story about this with all plane stuff because you went like Air France. I will never go back there. I understand. And my main concern with Air France is because coming from France, mainly the passengers are French, and I have two stories about that. The first one, it's from Air France. We had to go see our friends in USA for their weddings in Virginia. So we
yeah.
had to flew from France to Washington. Yeah, but we from Helsinki to Paris.
Washington D.C.
Yeah, Washington D.C.
Yeah, you got to clarify
Yeah,
because there's Washington State. So,
yeah,
yeah,
you're right. Washington D.C. So we flew from Helsinki to Paris, and Paris we took another plane. And by the way, the plane was the A380 Airbus, the biggest plane in the world. And I was like, I see this huge, tube coming, and so what the fuck is that plane? It looks like a fucking like a aircraft, not aircraft, but spacecraft. It's fucking huge. Like you never saw a plane like that. I said, that's a plane. Oh, maybe. Yes, it was. The amount of people you can put there, that's another problem. It's not just 100 people,
it's like
120.
250, I think, or
Nah, it's
something.
more than that.
More.
Yeah, yeah. We can look up. And I believe it's almost 400 people.
Yeah,
There is three floors, business, first class, and then lower class, like tourist, like us.
everybody else.
Fuck, man. I've been there. We had a long travel. We had all the little screen. Everybody was the plane was brand new. Was smelling brand new. Everything was working perfectly. But what we get served as a food was a disaster. Cramped my stomach, and I had to go to shit half an hour after eating the stuff,
Yeah,
and I had a
that's the worst.
freaking bad diarrhea.
Yeah,
So I
that's
had
the
to go in
worst.
the toilet. There is plenty of toilets there. You know what? Those motherfuckers. You cannot even stay 5 minutes before fucker is banging at the door. I say, yeah, I'm sorry, but I need to use the toilet. Please allow me a few minutes more. And then there is people, you can hear people like complaining. And then I just opened the toilet. I was sitting I was sitting.
You're still on the
And
toilet.
I open the door and I say, I have a fucking diarrhea. Will you leave me please alone for a moment? You want me to shit on the floor here? And then I have close the door again, and then hostess is coming and knock at the door for hostess now, cabin crew coming and knock at the door and say, "Oh, sir, are you okay?" Yes, I'm okay, but no, I'm having a diarrhea, so no, I'm not okay. And then he went away for 20 minutes, and then I just opened the door and I say, "Who the fuck just knock at the door like every time, every 5 seconds?" And nobody is saying anything. And those guys were all French.
Yeah,
And that's it. And after that, it was a disaster. When we get out of the plane, you can see that people have no respect there. No fucking respect. That's wow, man. Like 350 people in the same plane for like 8 hours. Ooh, that was a war.
I bet so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it was smooth. The seats were comfortable. We had plenty of new movies. everything you can play the game with another passenger. It was pretty nice. But
Mhm.
it's Air France have taken that quite a lot. It's not the worst company.
Well,
I really like KLM. KLM they still offer beer free
yeah.
as a how we call that when you buy your ticket you have this.
So KLM, if you want to sponsor us, welcome.
Yes, this is the only one that now you
Air
can.
France, go fuck yourself.
Finnair you have to pay your coffee now. It's not bit. But back to my second story.
Yeah, your second story.
My
Tell me,
second
son.
story is not it's not with Air France. So the first time I traveled to USA, it was to go to the Bank Music Festival in Miami. First time in USA, I wanted to go see Daft Punk. Daft Punk was supposed to do the last concert in the career. So it was the last one. And I was like, oh my God, I saw them in
Yeah.
Belgium only once. And I said, if they are doing the last concert, I need to see the last concert. I'm a super huge fan of Daft Punk. So I gather people and I said that I'm going to go there. If you want to go with me, you're welcome. And they said, "Oh, okay, okay." We were four. So we started at Zaventem in Brussels, and I was joking with my friend. We were like lying up in the security gates, and I said to my friend, yeah, first arrive to New York because we had to go first to New York and then go to Miami. And what was funny is like, it was not funny because the Americans guy before boarding, they saw me changing the queue and they say that's suspicious. So they took me away.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like in my fucking country, I just joking with my friends. And I says like first hour to New York and I just changed the queue and they took me away in a different room and they were questioning me.
Hmm.
And my friends say I have no clue where I was. The fuck? And they say, yes, sir. And they were talking to me in French because at first they were talking to me in English and I was like, ah, I don't speak English. Huh? And they say, yeah, you change queue, suspicious. And I was like, what? It was just a joke. We don't joke. It
Yeah.
was like 2006.
Yeah, they
So
do.
it was like 5 years
Five
after
after
9/11
9/11. Yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty strict.
Very strict.
So we went with everybody, like all good afterward. They were like, okay, don't joke. Uh, we are not,
So
we USA not joking. Okay. I said, okay, sir, I'm sorry, no joking. Okay. So after that, I just like jump into the plane and we go to New York. New York, we were not supposed to get out of the airport because we were in transit zone,
yeah.
but we get out. So we were like frustrated, like fuck. In Brussels, they were like really pretty tough and you cannot do that, you cannot do that. And then in New York, we get out of the airport. We get literally out of the airport because we wanted to smoke. So we were like looking, and all the doors were open, and we were out. And I have a picture of that. There was a taxi, a yellow cab,
Yeah.
uh, with the cab driver pushing something into the car. And I was like, we were outside in New York on the street. It was JFK, if I remember.
Yeah,
We were
East Coast.
outside. It was supposed to be the strict, like the harshest airport in the world in New York, and we get just out of the transit zone. And we were like supposed to, oh, maybe we should leave the door open if we want to smoke, because if the door is closed and we cannot get in, that we are fucked. So we just like, no, the door was like, we can open and close it. So okay, we smoke cigarette, we get back to the transit zone, and we just head to the door, to the gate, sorry, and then we flew to Miami. Yeah, but on the way to Miami, I don't remember. We were quite drunk,
Sounds
and
about right.
we were supposed to, you were talking about the shitty little screen you have on the seat.
Yeah.
We didn't have that back in the days. There was no screen on every seat.
There was just one screen on the
Yeah.
front, right?
No, it was not even it was like, this projector.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
There
yeah.
was a projector, and we have one movie or two movies for the entire flight. and it was supposed to have different languages, Spanish, French, English. And I said, we don't have anything else than English. So I asked the lady if she can help me, and she said, "Oh, okay, she's listening because we have this little like input
Yeah,
stuff you have to put your free
free.
shitty headphones, and and then you put that on the armrest, and then you can select one, two, three, four the
Yeah,
channels with the languages, and then there was no French. So I asked if we can have a French, and she said, "Oh, I'm going there. I'm going to check." And we see that she's walking and she's starting to push some buttons. And believe it or not, she fucked up the audio for everybody.
what
So
happened?
much that we don't know. Man, my friends, we were like 2 or 3 rows ahead of me. They were dead laughing. Said, "Floyd, you fucked up the movie for everybody." She was touching some buttons, and then there was no language at all, and we can hear, like, when you go on like you speed up the like chipmunks
Yeah.
chipmunk voice all the time. My friends were dead. Everybody was like trying to push button, and you can see the entire plane. So it's to pushing button, and everybody was, and I mean, all the crew was actually going to this little audio device and try to push buttons, and nothing was working. And then we can hear that the captain says, "Oh, we're sorry, but we have a little problem with the audio right now, so we're gonna have only the video and not audio." And then they cut after 5 or 10 minutes. They cut the audio, and we can just watch like some
Silent film.
the movie was, if I remember, was uh Prada, something like that. I don't remember. It was it's
Oh,
something.
Prada.
Hmm?
The Devil's Wear Prada.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
one. Yeah, that. So I was like, okay, I didn't give a damn anyway. So,
Yeah, that movie
well,
sucks, for in my opinion.
yeah, but that was pretty funny moment, and that will get printed in my mind for the rest of my life.
That's so yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But this trip in Miami was probably one of the best.
Yeah, it's funny that you went through the treatment of that, like you go into a room just from skipping a queue. As a U.S. citizen, when I go through the, thing, it's just like, "Hi, what are you here for? I live here. Oh, where do you live? You tell the address. Okay. Okay, cool. Have a nice day. Thank you." And then I'm out. That's it. It
Yeah,
takes
but
like two
yeah, but
seconds.
I mean, I didn't really flew much before that.
Yeah.
Now I'm flying a lot. I'm flying every day, but I'm flying a lot.
There's only one guy that I went through the in USA when I was flying back and forth from to Finland and back. And they always ask me the same question. They're like, "Why did you go to Finland?" And I was like, "Because my girlfriend's there." I'm like, "Oh, you have a girlfriend, huh? From Finland?" And I was like, "Yeah."
They getting cocky like that.
Yeah, they got cocky like that. And like, "Oh, you went there for love, huh?" And I was like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, okay." And then yeah, they did that type of stuff. And then they're like, and then I just remember one guy just kept asking all these questions like, "So how long you been dating her? Are you gonna plan on marrying her? Are you gonna do this?" And they were just like asking, like interrogating me as I just came from there. And then he spent he already like gave me the stamp, but he then kept asking more questions. Oh, how was Finland? What did you like about Finland? Would you recommend Finland? Would you recommend it to me? I was talking to this guy for like 5 minutes and everybody's still waiting and I'm like, this has nothing. You already stamped my passport. Just give it back.
Have the conversation with the guy.
Well, I of course I
Poor guy,
did.
poor
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, he must
It's
have been bored.
Yeah, but the guy is actually stamping everybody all the time and having a same question. It was like we were probably the first American guy coming back from Finland.
It was probably
Yeah.
because it was in Detroit. Yeah. Every time I went through Detroit, it was always fun, fun welcoming. Uh, every one thing about Detroit, I never want to go back to Detroit because all the time, I think somebody has a, you know, the word vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I think somebody has a vendetta against me in Detroit who works in the luggage. I don't know because it seems like every time my luggage is always opened and like searched through anytime I go through Detroit. So when I would come home back from Finland, my luggage would just be destroyed because they would think that I'm like carrying drugs or something from Finland. And then they would put like a piece of paper in there saying like your suitcase has been checked. Now, it was like a little conspiracy of mine because this didn't happen once. Okay, I went to Finland many, many times because I was going back and forth with my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, and so I would do this like multiple times every year, sometimes two times in a year, sometimes one time in a year. Anyways, but it would happen all the time. But then I was thinking like, okay, maybe it's just coincidence that my bag is getting checked. But my mom has the same last name as I do. And when my mom flew through Detroit, guess what happened? Her luggage started getting shifted through the same way. So and then I started thinking, okay, wait a second here. There's something going on. There's somebody in Detroit who knows my last name, who like every single time they have some sort of like, if you see this last name, look through their luggage. I swear.
Probably an X.
What?
Probably an X.
Next?
X.
X.
Yeah, an X.
I don't have an X.
Okay.
Well, maybe a secret admirer, lover,
Maybe.
something like that. That could be. I mean, that is possible. But an X, I don't have X's. You know, I was 17 when I met my wife. So if you
Yeah.
really want to get into that, but the
Yeah. Next podcast.
next podcast.
Now we're going to airport stuff. Conspiracy over there.
Yeah.
Detroit. Okay.
Detroit, and then there's Colorado. You know the conspiracy about Colorado.
No.
And
In airport.
the airport, how it's huge and it's meant for like
I never. No,
doomsday
I've
and
been only in
Illuminati and
three airports in my life in USA.
yeah. So basically, Colorado originally had an airport that was just fine. It was made in Denver. It was just an okay airport. It wasn't the biggest. And then they made this huge construction and they started building this humongous bunker in the Colorado airport. And it's now the biggest airport in the world. And they had like different contractors and they kept shifting them through to make sure nobody knows what they were actually building underneath the airport. And they claimed that it was just this high-tech luggage system that, you know, takes all the luggage and makes it shifting through and so no people and stuff. That's what they claimed it to be. But the amount of digging and how big it is does not fit that at all. And then there's really weird shit in the Colorado airport. There's these like weird paintings there of like soldiers and people dying and things like that. And then there's the guy who made the blue Satan looking horse
How
in the
many
Denver,
airports it is in Colorado?
Colorado.
Yeah. How many airports?
I don't know, but I just know about them, like the biggest one in
And in
Denver.
which city?
Denver.
Denver. Okay.
Yeah. And this is where this is. So there's this blue horse, and the guy who sculpted the blue horse, when he was putting on the head of this demon-looking horse fell on top of the sculpture and killed him. So the sculpture died making this horse, but then they completed it still, and the horse is blue with red eyes, and it's in front of the Denver, Colorado airport.
Man, I need to look that shit up, man.
It's fucking crazy.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
I would.
And so there's conspiracy that the Denver, Colorado airport is actually like meant for the Illuminati elite people. Basically, if
Mm.
there's some chaos or something happens, they go there and it's like a bunker that basically protects you.
When
Just
you go through the passport checking,
yeah.
where you come from? Okay, you can go.
But it's just crazy that there's you know, there's secret societies and things like that around the world.
Yeah,
And
I like it.
yeah, well, you like it. Are you part of it?
No, no, not.
Oh,
No,
that's good.
I would probably if I was part of it, would not mention it. But there is some secret societies that actually are not that secret. We make it like it's secret, but it's not. Like the Frank, uh, how you call that in English? Frank Mason?
Freemasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are
Uh,
not secret.
well, they're not secret, but they do secret stuff.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
don't. No, they don't do it secretly.
Yeah,
They
they do.
just don't mention it. Like they are not publicly like no. Like
They do secret shit.
no.
I
And
mean, you know,
I know somebody from there, and I was surprised. Yeah, I
yeah.
was like, he had a
Tell
little.
about it. Tell about it.
I just a friend
Okay.
of a friend. We were going there quite a lot. We know each other for like maybe 4 or 5 years. We were hanging out with the friends, and she was part of our group.
Yeah, was
Um,
it she?
yes, it was a she. It's a friend of a friend
Are you
first.
sure? Because I thought
No, 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 no.
Freemasons.
Wait, wait. Listen, listen.
Okay.
And we were still living in our parents' place. So she was in her parents' place, but only the dad. Dad was quite rich and had a big house, like good companies and businessman, you know. And then inside the home in the like living room, there was little shelves and with few tools there. And I said, "Oh, that's weird to put those kind of tools there." And then she goes, "Yeah, my dad is from this from my son."
Ah, okay, yeah.
And I said, "What? That's bullshit." No, no, he is. Then you can ask him. But bullshit. No, I said, "Hey, sorry, but are you part of it?" Yeah, yeah, I'm part of it. I was like, "Oh my God, my God, I finally found one." It was like, it's not that, it's not secret. It's not, nobody want to actually share that. Like, if somebody is rich, he will not like, if he's smart, he will not go on the street. "Yeah, I'm rich. You know I'm rich. You know actually I'm rich." Nobody does that unless you're stupid. So they don't do it because they are part of the elite, or not especially the elite, but they have to go through some levels on the some kind of test,
Hmm.
and they get the best. Of course, like you want to be an officer in the army, they don't get the lower class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's quite strict, but I mean it's not secret. And then there is plenty of videos on internet now on YouTube that you can actually find out that they are not secret at all. But I don't know Illuminati, no idea.
Okay. The thing about the Freemasons is that they're not secretive in which they broadcast themselves. Like that everybody knows about them. The problem with the Freemasons is what they do behind closed doors with their rituals and stuff, nobody knows about. That's the secret that they do. They have certain rituals and certain things that need to be done with the rules when certain criteria is met. When certain events happen or something like this, then they need to follow a procedure in order for them
Yeah,
to
like a pyramid scheme.
kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
And not exactly, but kinda, but more so that the the reason why the Freemasons have such a name to them is because there's people in political power that is part of that group to this day. And that's what makes it like very kind of like controversial and interesting is that we have people that are like making up the laws, making up what we do in our, society, and they're the ones that are controlling what our laws are, what we can and cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're the ones
100%.
like going behind closed doors and doing the shit that they told us we can't do, they're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? For example, a perfect example of this is right now with the USA politics with the stock market. Like senators and stuff can go and basically watch the stock market, pass laws against certain companies that they know is going to help them or hurt them, bet money on that stock, and then they bank. If you want to know what to do for the stock, just watch Nancy Pelosi. There you go.
Fuck SEC. What?
It's
Those. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, totally.
It's inside trading. It's
Yeah,
insider trading, and the politicians have the key
yeah.
to use it, and
And we
nobody does anything.
and we are just a puppets here.
And we're just puppets here. And if we do that, if I did that, what do you think would happen to me? I'll be in jail in a second.
Yeah,
I would go to jail.
yeah,
Nancy Pelosi does it, who's a political figure and in power.
yeah.
Nothing happens.
You know,
Somebody in Europe does it who's a political figure. Nothing happens.
yeah.
Nobody cares.
That's why we do podcasts because we don't have the ability to be there.
We don't have the ability to be important enough to be able to break the law
No,
because we don't make it.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad with the podcast. Mm, I mean, I can do that. I don't need to create laws and stuff like that, and having this, you know, feel it, to have this empower feeling, create shit, and I don't
Mhm.
need that. I don't care.
Yeah, I- it's like sometimes it's almost like a feeling of like being able to control people and have power over them.
Yeah, some people they need that.
They
Yeah,
need it.
they need that.
It's
Yeah,
like it's like they need to absorb other people's energy with that in order for them to like
it's like
fully
the
fucking
stars.
yeah.
Yeah,
I call them well
soul suckers.
soul suckers. I was gonna say succubus, but that's a different one. That's a different one. And that one sucks the other soul.
Yeah, yeah. But about sucking, we are sucking the time
Yeah.
out of the schedule. But
Oh,
we
yeah.
wrap it up
I can't see right now, so I have no idea.
1 hour
Oh,
and 20
okay.
minutes
Yeah, yeah. No,
approximately.
that's good. So we spent the first like couple minutes like fucking this whole thing up. So,
Yeah.
but it has been a nice talk. It's been wonderful. We had some nice stories, nice things, and
Hmm.
I have really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys remember to subscribe and to hit that bell for notifications. And we're hoping to
Yeah.
keep bringing this up.
Give us
We,
some feedback also on the comments down below.
yes,
That will actually help for the algorithm on the YouTube on Spotify also. Okay. So
yeah.
remember, Spotify on Sunday every 2 weeks, and YouTube next Monday, Monday just after.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
Thank you
keep it
guys
up.
for listening. Have a good time.
And don't forget, we are the men who know things.
But don't.